This is the brand new Volkswagen Golf GTI Clubsport. It has a new nose, which creates downforce. It has a new wing, which creates downforce. It has bucket seats to hold you in place. And you're going to need all of this because the 2-liter turbo motor under the bonnet has been cranked up to produce 213 kilowatts through the front wheels alone.
Whoa, that's quick. The engine is actually rated to 195 kilowatts, but if you put your foot down, it kicks into what Volkswagen calls phase 2 boost function. And for 10 seconds, you get all 213 glorious kilowatts. 0 to 100, 5.9. Top speed, 249 kilometers an hour. Fuel consumption, no one cares. It's based on the Golf R, but where the Golf R can sometimes feel a little heavy and bogged down by its all-wheel drive system, this is lighter, more electric, raw. It's absolutely on point, this car. You can just feel it's edgier, there's just more feedback. We're talking 50 more kilowatts than a standard GTI here. It is, according to Volkswagen's own press release, the most powerful GTI ever. That is, of course, until the Clubsport S arrives, which will have 228 kilowatts, which is awkward. But all the power and prestige of owning what is currently the hottest GTI of the moment comes at quite a price. The Clubsport starts at 540,000 Rand, 60,000 more than a standard GTI. And that's before you get to the options list. Let me take you through our test car here. This red paint, it's nice, isn't it? It's 6,200 Rand. The sunroof is 10,000, those really nice seats, 18,000, light assist package, 1,000. The rear view camera, 3,000. The speaker package is 9,000. The satellite navigation system is 20,000. And the adaptive chassis control is just under 12,000, which means that this car comes in at 619,000 Rand for a GTI. But let's forget about the price for a moment and really get under the skin of this Clubsport. It sits 15 millimeters lower than a standard GTI and has suspension tuned specifically for this model. And if you choose dynamic chassis control as an option, which at under 12,000 Rand is probably worth it, then you'll have even greater control over the steering and the damping. It carries the clever diff over from the GTI Performance Pack too, and while the traction control does have to intervene in first gear, by the time you hit second, this thing is hooked up and it literally strains your neck. For the all-important traffic light Grand Prix, the launch control will force the engine to produce maximum power for 20 seconds. That's more than enough time to finish a quarter-mile drag race. But I can hear you saying, I don't want launch control. I don't want a DSG gearbox. I want a manual Golf GTI Clubsport. Well, you can't have one because Volkswagen South Africa is only bringing DSG models into the country. That aside, it does feel quite special in here. This super grippy velour steering wheel is a joy to work with, and these Clubsport Racing Shell seats not only look the business, but they're comfortable and really supportive too. There's more than enough nice touches in here to distinguish this car as something extraordinary. And I'm not usually a fan of this sort of thing, but I really like the Clubsport signage down the side of the back door. People must know I didn't just buy some bits and pieces for my GTI. By now you must be asking yourself, is this all worth it? I mean, you could have bought a Golf R and put 30,000 Rand in your pocket. So I suppose you want me to give you some sort of answer, which is going to be tough. Well, let's just get this out there. This is better than the Golf R. Even my colleagues think so, back at the office. They're smart people. The strength of this Golf Clubsport is in its ability to be an all-rounder. Do you need a practical hatchback? Done. Do you need an executive car? Done. Do you need a sports car? Done. All in one package. The thing is, you're probably interested in GTIs because you love driving. You actually get some sort of joy from piloting a car, from being behind the wheel of something fun and interesting. In that case, you are going to love this car. Love it. It's made for you. Personally though, I'm going to hang on for Clubsport S. It's going to have 2 less doors than this Clubsport. It's going to have 2 less seats than this Clubsport. And more power. Volkswagen say they're going to bring about 50 into the country, which means that they'll pretty much immediately become collector's editions. And if this thing is anything to go by, that car is going to be ballistic.